The negative cycle of anxiety. Learning about cognitive behavioural therapy, or CBT, can help us to understand how we think and feel in different situations. A certain situation might make us feel anxious or low, but there's usually more to it than just those emotions. As well as the emotions, the situation will make us have particular thoughts, engage in certain behaviours, and perhaps experience some unwanted physical sensations. This diagram, sometimes called the hot cross bun model, shows how these four components are all interlinked and connected to each other, and that they may be what keep our feelings of anxiety going. That is to say, they may be maintaining the cycle of anxiety. More often than not, we just notice how situations make us feel emotionally. We notice when we feel shy or nervous in class, or when we're feeling anxious about schoolwork. But let's take a look at how each of the other three components can be impacted when we're in an anxious situation. First, let's focus on our thoughts. Loads of thoughts swirl in our minds when we find ourselves in a challenging situation, or even when we're experiencing something completely new for the first time. These thoughts are often along the lines of, something bad is going to happen and I'm not going to be able to cope. For example, it could be that you're quite scared of public speaking, and when it comes to doing a presentation in class, your thoughts are along the lines of, I'll mess up my speech, the whole class will laugh at me, and I won't be able to handle that. In addition to these thoughts, you might notice physical sensations in your body, such as a faster heart rate, feeling shaky or sweaty, or you might get that strange feeling of butterflies in your stomach. Sometimes these sensations can be quite uncomfortable, but they are just our body's natural biological response to feeling stressed or anxious, and help us in preparing to take action in these situations. In other words, it's our body telling us that we're in danger, when actually we're not really. It's also known as our fight or flight response, which you can learn more about by watching one of our other videos. So, a situation is making us feel anxious, have lots of anxious negative thoughts, and feel quite uncomfortable in our bodies. This then may lead to us changing our behaviour. We do things to help us feel better or to help us cope with the situation. This may even involve avoiding it altogether. While this may be a relief in the short term, it means we never learn to face our fears and never teach ourselves how to tame the anxious feelings. For example, leaving the class just before it's your turn to do that presentation will mean that you don't ever get to find out whether you would have been able to cope with the situation. When it comes to the next time you have to do a presentation in class, your thoughts will be exactly the same. You will probably still think that you'll mess up, that everyone will laugh, and that you won't be able to handle it. The anxious feelings and uncomfortable physical sensations therefore never go away, and the vicious cycle starts to form. What you can hopefully see now is that this vicious cycle of negativity that we're creating is made worse by our negative thoughts and behaviours. Therefore, to change how we feel in these anxiety-provoking situations, we must change how we think and how we behave. This is how we go about breaking out of the vicious cycle and start forming one that impacts how we think and feel in a more positive way. One of the ways we can do this is through managing our thoughts. But how? By identifying our negative thoughts and then learning how to challenge them. If you would like to learn more about these skills, watch our videos called Identifying Negative Thoughts, Falling into a Thinking Trap, and our other video, Managing Negative Thoughts, Thought Challenge Buster. This video was created by the Tower Hamlets Education Wellbeing Service. Thanks for watching.